Welcome back. It is Monday, and you know what that means, Monday motivation. And today we are bringing Miss Dionne back into the building to discuss meditation. And we do this every Monday, right? Every Monday's motivation. And just a heads up to our people who watch these videos, the subscribers who check out these videos throughout the week. As I say, every Monday we do Monday motivation, and we're going to continue to do something every Monday. But I like to switch it up just like Mr. Adam always does. And we're going to be doing a segment around changing the narrative. Maybe things that people say black and brown folks don't do. Like, for example, Mr. Adam loves whitewater river rafting. That is just my jam. And apparently, they say a lot of my people don't do that. And I want to break that mold. So, we will be bringing a segment with different powerful folks who are going to come in and drop some gems on a Monday motivation to motivate you on your Monday. And of course, we're going to bring Miss Dionne back to talk about mining. We're going to do that, as of course, that is one of those changing narrative topics that we'll deliver. But today, Monday motivation, we have Miss Dionne in the building. We're going to give her a round of applause. What's up, Miss Dionne? Welcome back to the platform. And I brought Miss Dionne in today to start our week with meditation. Yes, people. I want us to meditate today, and Miss Dionne is going to lead us on that in the way that she does. So, first and foremost, thank you, Miss Dionne, for being on the platform, and thank you for leading this meditation. I truly appreciate you. The floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for having me. And for those who are listening in, watching this video, we are going to go right into meditation. But first, as we get into this space, go ahead and get your feet grounded, nice and flat. Straighten up your seat. If you need to wiggle to make sure that you have the support you need in your seat, make sure you do so. And I like to instruct our hands to be like this. You can either let them be palms down on the tops of your thighs. You can let them be palms up and let them sit on the tops of your thighs. You can grab the thumb and hold it that way. Some people interlace the fingers. There is no wrong way to do this. I just want you to be comfortable and sitting up nice and straight. And if for some reason you can't sit up nice and straight, feel free to lie down with your body again, nice and straight. The idea is we want our spine to be straight so that the energy can be flowing. Last thing we're going to do to adjust our posture is we're going to pick up our shoulders, even if you're lying down, and roll them back so that your heart is leading in this process. We're going to start with 3 clearing breaths in through the nose, audibly out through the mouth. Ah. 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 Allow your breath to return to its natural state. As you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, begin to pay attention to the air as it enters the nostrils and exits the nostrils. Feel the cool air entering the nostrils. Feel the warm air exiting the nostrils. Just bring all of your attention to this space, this triangle of breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Paying attention to any pressure we may feel in our nose, any sensations we feel as the air enters and exits the nose. Feel free to let your eyes relax close or remain with your gaze open, not staring at anything in particular. Continue breathing, paying close attention to the breath as it enters the body and expands the lungs and exits the body through the nostrils. Paying close attention to how your body feels. Continue breathing at your own pace. Feel whatever sensations you are experiencing in the nostrils, but begin to feel the sensations at the crown of your head as you inhale and as you exhale. Pay close attention to the sensations you are experiencing. Notice the warmth as it enters and exits the body. And with these last few seconds, just take a moment to scan the body, acknowledging any sensations you are feeling, not changing them, not wanting them to leave, but just observing that they exist. Scan the body. Slowly bringing your attention back to your face, your nose, your eyes. You can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, raising and lowering your eyebrows. If your eyes were closed, you can begin to blink them open. Let's take 3 more clearing breaths. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Dionne, for hooking us up. Just as you were doing the meditation, and obviously I'm partaking in the meditation, I noticed you make the hum noise, which I've actually really supported my going downward. Is that something that you feel benefits that, like mental? Is it just me that's is doing it too, or is that purposeful, I guess is what I'm saying.
So actually, if when we do that breath, it's actually relaxing us. That's why when people sit down or they've had a long day, they so if you start, it's called a clearing breath to just get it all out, get all of it out. First time usually is the loudest. And as you continue, they get quieter and quieter because you're actually calming yourself down. So whether or not you do it, the way humans are, we're all empathetic to different levels. If you hear it, it'll calm you down. If you see it, it'll calm you down. But if you do it, you are taking control of you calming you down.
For sure. And I guess for the folks, Ms. Dion, who maybe, you know, it took me later in life to connect to meditation, right? It wasn't something that I identified with earlier in my younger years. It was something I think I identified more with in my older years. And everybody's different how they take it in and stuff like that. But let's say for maybe someone who's struggling to connect to meditation, but can really benefit from it, right? Like, they can benefit from, like, they can definitely sit themselves down and meditate and probably heal something within that time space and commitment to doing it. So I guess in those thoughts, I guess, what are your thoughts around that?
I think I've mentioned this before, but as many people that exist on this planet, there's another way to meditate. And from my perspective, anything that you repeat, breathing is something you repeat. We can use that as a meditative tool. If you're jogging, pitter patter, that can be a meditative tool. You can find anything that you have to focus on and repeats over and over and over until you're done. That can be your tool for meditation. It doesn't have to be that you sit down and breathe and you're focused on your breath, although that may help some people. It helps me. It might help some other people, but some people may not need or want to do that. If you have never meditated before, you can find some type of movement meditation. Anytime something is repeating and you can focus on it, you can use it to meditate. Even drawing specific lines. One time I came on and showed y'all the straight line drawings. That is a meditative practice. That's it. That would be my response. If someone says, I have a hard time connecting with meditation, you haven't found the meditation that you resonate with. That's where I'm at.
For sure, for sure. And I think part of like the meditation piece, and there's so many different benefits, right? But is there a wrong or right way of doing meditation? Meaning, like, if I want to meditate, is it better for me to go into a quiet space to meditate? Or is meditation such a great space of your mind that you can close out the noise if you're in a noisy room? You get what I'm saying? Is there any benefits
Definitely
between either
think
or?
I think if you're just starting out, if meditation is new to you, go to a quiet place. If you are not someone who's been doing it for many, many years, I still need to go to a quiet place. Because it's just hard. It's just even, if the children are upstairs, you hear the first knock on the floor, and now you think it's somebody that fell, and now you got to get up and investigate and da 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 da. So you want to just find a way, whether for me, I have to wait to either after the children have fallen asleep, or if they're away from me, or if it's before they've woken up. So whatever you have to find to get to that quiet place, especially as a new meditator, yes, please, there is a way to do it. Now, you ask the question, is there a wrong way to meditate? I think that most meditators will say, no, there's not a wrong way per se, but there are things that you can do to make it easier for you.
In terms of like the benefits, right? If we were to map out one or two of those benefits as we're at the end of our episode here of Monday Motivation, the tangible resources, what would you say are the one, two benefits for yourself, right? Because there's the benefits for you, but maybe even outside the box, what can be one, two benefits for others if they implemented more meditation in their lives?
One of the things that I found when I started meditating is that I became more aware of myself. I became more aware of, okay, this thing is frustrating me. Why do I know that? Because I just felt the temperature in my body rise, and I can feel, I'm getting flustered. I'm turning, the cartoons are pretty spot on. They give us a visual explanation of what's happening internally. You do turn red inside. Steam does come out of your ears when you're angry, right? But not really, right? So, that is, a chance when you're meditating, you can check in with yourself, especially what I just walked us through. It's a check-in. You're constantly scanning your body for an hour long. If you're sitting for an hour, you're scanning your body that entire time. You're going to notice that, oh my God, I don't want to sit anymore. And when I don't want to sit anymore, I get antsy and fidgety and I start moving. If I sit still, okay, now I'm gonna force myself to sit still. And now I'm getting angry because I don't feel like sitting here. When is this time gonna be up? It is one, perfectly normal to have those thoughts, but two, you are now becoming much more aware of the sensations in your body, how you feel, and the thoughts that happen. So that's the first part. Then When you become more aware of yourself, you can pay more attention to others. Oh, I noticed when I said this, it made that person feel this way, and they responded like that. The third little bonus I'm gonna add is when you begin to meditate and you notice others and you respond accordingly. Do not put yourself in a position, and I mean that. Do not contort yourself because you are now aware that when you say something a certain way, that person's going to get bent out of shape. You can try to make it more palatable for them. But something I had to face was I'm always trying to contort myself to fit whatever mold people want me to fit in. But that's not you're not a mold. No, you are one of a kind and you can't fit into somebody else's mold. So get that self-awareness of yourself so that you can be more aware of others. But bonus, don't allow your awareness to then contort the person you are to fit a mold that you were never meant to fit.
I love that, Ms. Dionne. I think a big part of these tangible resources and why we're providing them, right, is the food for thought behind the meditation, right? And what the benefits can be if someone is hesitant. They're watching this and they're like, I'm still a little hesitant. I'm hoping those tangible resources we just gave you can put you to the space of like, let me try this out. Let me say yes instead of saying no,
I'm going
right?
to add one more thing because
Yeah,
I
please do.
talk about this benefit. There are actual and there are studies they've done, and you can find all the you can find the research to back what I'm saying. There are actual health benefits. Our bodies will improve when we meditate. When you're paying attention to your body, you're like, oh, I noticed my knee is got a little twinge going on. Let me give more focus to that. Oh, you know what? It's the cartilage. Let me eat the right foods that are going to help
Mhm.
my heal. Let me do the right stretches. And it all started with being aware that there was something to do anything about. A lot of us are ill and not well physically because we're ignoring our bodies and we are not checking in. So that's another benefit that comes from meditating. Your health will improve. Your mental health will improve. Period.
And you're so right. I think, beyond the meditation piece and for your health, a caveat, mindfulness. We used to do mindful jars at camp. Those little things that just kind of like gives you that focus. And I love what you said because when you mention about like being so in tune where you're sitting and you're recognizing, oh, some my knee tweaking or something. That space of full acknowledgement of body. You might be on the outside, your outer works might be saying, what's hurting me, and your inner works knows exactly what it is, right? So sit your ass down, meditate, and feel that pain. It's going to come from somewhere, right? Especially if you're focused. And that is the message I got from Ms. Dionne. So on this Monday motivation, I hope this meditation slows you down to speed you up. We got to go slow to go fast sometimes. Just be like that. And for this Monday motivation, thank you, Ms. Dionne, for coming through and providing some meditation for our folks. And beyond that, as I mentioned, after this Monday motivation, we will be doing some changing the narrative segments, which are going to be not only exciting, but inspiring, empowering. It's going to be some great conversations for all to enjoy. And another thing, I had a message on my inbox about whether I life coach other people beyond just the people in my life. Yes, I am open to life coaching for all. So if you're interested in a life coach, transformative life coach, holla at your boy. I'll take care of you. You can message me. You can find my website. It's all over my YouTube page. But beyond that, on this Monday motivation, make sure that you take this week and before Wednesday, take that minute for yourself because we'll be back for Mental Health Minute. But beyond that, today's meditation moment provided by Ms. Dionne Victoria. Please take that with you. Try to implement it one more time this week. Just one more time. That's it. And if you can't do 5 minutes, do 1 minute. If you can't do 1 minute, do 20 seconds. Just start. That's the big thing we're saying here. Just get it cracking. Get it started. So other than that, you know what my last words here are? Who's helping you heal? Peace.